All right, you see that? That's a pond that looks treacherously shallow, but there's a really, really good looking bayou just in the back here that I hope I can get to. I'd say it's 50-50. You can see patches of grass for sure all through here, hoping there might be a little bit of a channel here, but I definitely have my doubts. I like the fact that there are a few crab traps in here, one right here, and all scattered through there. So that means a crabber is able to get his boat through there. So I'm gonna see if I can get mine. I really want to fish that bayou. All right, as you can tell, I'm getting a late start today. I'm fishing the tail end of a falling tide, and I'm fishing an area that's foreign to me, which you know I love to do, but we're gonna be exploring today. We're gonna be looking for bass, reds, and speckled trout, going for the slam. So now we're in this bayou. We made it, fortunately. The water is about 3.5 feet deep. I bet it's gonna be deeper in this bend. This bend looks really good. And there's some mixing water here. Beautiful water right here. A line of not so pretty water. Let's hope what's in the bayou looks more like this. Right now I'm starting with this matrix hog in Cochon de Lait color. Haven't fished this thing in a while. Really like it. Just, you know, you get on kicks with baits. Let me tell you, there's some beautiful water in this bayou. Man, that's encouraging. It's grass line for sure. This straightaway now is 4.6. Should be deeper in this bend. There is a monster alligator right here. I mean a giant. Oh goodness, that is a big gator. What's up, dude? You just stay there and I'll stay here. You don't mess with me, I won't mess with you. Deal? Deal. There's gotta be something in this bend. This is pretty. This is pretty. Yeah, 7.5 feet in this bend. 8 feet. Oh, dadgummit, he smoked me. Man, man, man. All right, sadly this bayou looked better than it fished. No takers at all, so we're gonna go ahead and make a little move and see what else we can find. This tide may be quitting on us. Actually, I think it is. I think that's probably why we didn't get any bites in here. It's not really rolling anymore. So we'll have a rising tide the rest of the day. I prefer that for fishing those specks. Obviously, it's not quite as good for these reds and bass. So I'm gonna have to change gears a little bit and check some deep bends of bayous. All right, I was crossing this big lake, and you can tell it's super rough. The wind's blowing. I don't know, it's probably blowing about 12 or so. And I saw this flock of birds. They were working when I saw them. They're not working anymore, but typically that doesn't matter. That just means they're fat and full, but they're staying with the school of shrimp, typically. Now, what's pushing those shrimp to the surface? Is it speckled trout or is it gaff tops? I'd say it's 50-50, but we're gonna check it out and see. Oh, takedown, but I missed him. I missed him, so that's a good sign that it was a trout, right? You don't miss catfish. Oh, dadgummit. That felt like a decent fish. I don't know how I missed him. Uh-oh. Is that slime? It sure is. Yep, got some catfish slime. Why am I making another cast? I don't really know. Just got to confirm it. Oh, that was a trout. It was a little one. Another little one. The birds are working right next to me. All right, that's a trout. I think he's even a keeper. Yes, he is. Yes, he's a keeper. All right. Well, he's in the boat. Let's try and get another one while we're in the birds. So I've had a couple of bites that were definitely 100% from catfish. They left slime on the line. I've also had some bites from trout. One of them hit and jumped out of the water immediately. He wasn't big. And obviously that one, also not big, but a keeper. All right, one fish. I think I'm gonna mosey. These birds are being really lazy. If I'd been here an hour ago, I'm sure they would have been working a lot harder. They're just all real full. So let's make a move. Let's see what we can find. Let's continue our mission. All right, if you saw my last video, you saw me catch fish deep in the bend of a bayou. I was cruising up this bayou and noticed there's really beautiful mixing water. We got a falling tide. I thought it might have started switching, but here it's falling hard. Coming along through here and mixing right here is a deep ledge. It's like 12 feet deep. Let's see if I can get a fish to bite. Now, in my last video, I was using shrimp creole because the water was so pretty. This water's not nearly as good. It's got a stain to it. So I'm going with the limbo slice. This is kind of a wide bayou, so these are a little bit tougher to pinpoint the fish typically. Got to really make a lot of casts in each one of these bends, see if anything's home. Sometimes you luck out and catch one on your first cast. Usually it's about your 100th cast. Oh, there's a fish. That's a trout. He's coming up. Oh, goodness. Goodness, that's a nice trout. All right. Stay on, dude. Come on, stay on. I'm gonna let you go, I promise you. I just want to put a tag. Goodness, that is a nice trout, man. Come on, I just want to put a tag in you. Holy Toledo. Yes, that is a beast. Look at that trout. Look at this trout. That is a monster. Settle down, dude. I was not expecting that. Look at this fish. All right, I like to put these fish in a net. Let them get a little water before I tag them. I tell you what, as much as I want to tag this fish, I really don't want to kill him. So he's too big a fish. I'm gonna let him go. That's about a 3-pounder. It's a beautiful, beautiful fish. I'm gonna let him go. Come on, dude, go, there you go. All right, all right. Well, that shows you the quality of fish you can catch doing this. Believe me, that's at the top end of what you catch. Now let's see if he was a loner or if he's got some buddies. There's one. Oh, look at that. That's not what we want. At least it's a hard head and not a gaff top. No slime on the line. Yeah, I know. You gotta feel super dizzy, dude. Come on, if you open up, I'm gonna let you go. And if you saw a recent video we did, we actually cooked one of these. I don't recommend it. Yeah, hardhead catfish has a well-earned reputation as trash fish. Gaff tops can be palatable. I've eaten those. Not a fish I really want to keep, but if I was starving to death, it'd be okay. Of course, if I was starving to death, so would a hardhead. But man, those hardheads are disgusting. All right, we caught a tank in here, but we also made a whole lot of pointless casts. I guess eliminating water casts. All right, I finally made it into an area with some good water. I mean, really good. Probably too good for this limbo slice. I do have a shrimp creole on a 1/4 ounce. Must be grass. I've got a shrimp creole on a 1/4 ounce death grip, but I don't know if that's gonna get down to the bottom. I don't really know how deep the bottoms are here, but we'll see. Right now it's 4.6 feet. That's obviously not deep, but I'm hoping it's gonna get deeper in this bend up here. This is a much less substantial bayou than what we fished today. I generally like kind of those more major bayous because you can really catch numbers. These smaller bayous, you catch, you know, maybe 5, 6, 7 in a bend. Just don't have the same size of schools in here you do in those more major bayous. So actually 12 feet right here. So this bayou does have some depth. Definitely like it. Oh, there's a fish. What is that? Oh, flounder. Flounder. Yoo-hoo! Yes. Nice. Man, so awesome. Again, not a big one, but definitely catching more flounder lately. So glad to see them. The flounder I typically net, no matter what size they are, but this one didn't need it, as you see. He took it deep. Need the pliers to get him off. There we go. Always excited to catch flounder. We used to have tons of them in the Louisiana marsh. Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. Speckled trout, speckled trout. All right. All right, nice trout, nice trout. On the limbo. You want, oh man. You're not done, are you? So good to see, so good to see. There's another one. There's another one. Oh, there we go. We found him. You're not as big as your brother I just caught. There you go. There you go, buddy. That's the thing with this deep water bite. You just got to stay persistent, cover some water, hit enough of these bends. Sooner or later, you're going to find some fish. Again, this is a small bayou, so I don't expect to just waylay them here. Oh, boy, I got drilled. Oh. I might have to reposition. I kind of have an idea where these fish are, real close to that point. But we got such a hard south wind. Got a big giant belly in my line. Make a few more casts first. I don't want to mess it up. Be nice to be fishing them straight downwind and straight down current. There he is. Don't move yet, Todd. Don't move yet. This one will not go on the wall. Nope, but he might get a tag. Let's tag this little guy. I think he's about 13 or so. Nah, he's about 12. Let's see how big he is. Yeah, he's exactly 12. I'll tag the next one. Well, I was concerned that limbo is too obnoxious for this water, but they clearly don't care. That is definitely my go-to for deep jigging. But usually the water's got a little more color than this. This water is really, really nice. These fish are in one spot right there. Just so hard with that wind. All right, I gotta move. I gotta adjust. Too big a belly in my line. All right, let's see if that makes a difference. So many times you move the boat and you can't get on those fish again. I just absolutely love this style of fishing. Just love it. All right, now that I'm here in this bend, it's 12.2 feet, 12.4, 12.5. Oh, fish, fish, fish. Croaker, croaker. 14 feet. That's not a bad croaker. If this was about 30 years ago, dude, I'd be taking you home. Eating you. This wind's brutal. Brutal. What else is new? Wind's been terrible this year. Terrible. Terrible. It'll blow until June and then it'll be 95 and you'll be begging it to blow. That's how most years go. All right, I think this is the last bend in this bayou. We'll give it a quick look-see and then head on home. There's a fish. World-class crab. Get off. Go, get off. Let go of my bait. There you go. Oh, that's why I wouldn't let go. I had him hooked. He did a little ejecto with that leg, and that set him free. But man, I had him good. All right, absolutely one of the windiest days I've fished in quite a while. It started reasonable, but got really extreme here in the past couple hours. Kind of a tough fishing day, but that's how it goes sometimes. Particularly when you're fishing new water that you're unfamiliar with. Always glad to get a few bites, and I definitely was today. Speaking of bites, I'm gonna get a bite to eat on the way home, and I'm gonna call this a trip. All right, you know how every town has a restaurant that you've heard great things about, but you've just never eaten there? Well, I'm at one today. It's a place called Salvo Seafood in Belchase. This is a place I've been meaning to eat at for a while. Just getting an opportunity to today. And that's great because I'm absolutely starving. Hopefully Salvo's is as good as its reputation. Let's see. Okay, good, how are you? Yeah, dining in. Awesome, thank you.
Absolutely. What's your drink?
I'm just gonna have some water, please. I'm gonna take a grilled shrimp plate.
Okay. All right, my love, I'll get that in. My name is Shannon. I'm taking care.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome, thank you.
Absolutely. Do you need anything?
Great. No, looks good. Thank you. Very hot. Piping. Really good. Definitely a really big portion. I won't be hungry when I leave. All right, so what I noticed when I walked into Salvo's is it's not only a seafood restaurant, it's also a seafood market, kind of like old New Orleans style. So that really adds a cool element, took me back to my childhood. And the food in the actual restaurant, not only is it good, but the portion sizes are tremendous, or at least on the dish that I got. So it took me a long time to get to Salvo's, but I don't think it's gonna be a long time before I go back. Highly recommend.